By now, you've heard President Donald Trump calling some of those votes illegal votes, saying stop the fraud. Can you really explain, though, from your perspective, how any vote could be perceived as illegal? And have you encountered any of these so-called illegal votes in Travis County?
I have not encountered anything of the sort in my 34 years of conducting elections. But let's see if we can come up with some examples of what the president might be talking about. You could try to vote twice. You would have to come up with some way to get around the fact that your name, when you vote the first time, is going to be crossed off the voter registration roll. So you're going to have to come up with some sort of alternate identity to come through the system a second time. I don't know how you would do that, but if you submit two ballots, then that's definitely wrong. To give you an idea, though, of what happens when somebody submits a ballot late, military and overseas ballots have always, for many, many, many years, been accepted 6 days after Election Day. So that's a late ballot. Provisional ballots are ballots where a voter perhaps had forgotten to bring their ID to the polling place, or perhaps there was a discrepancy with their address or something like that. Married women with a change in their name often have difficulties with the voting roll because their ID does not exactly match. Those are not fraudulent ballots. They're ballots that need to be cured. You need to bring some identification. So I have never seen a fraudulently cast ballot. I have seen voters make mistakes, but in 34 years, I've not seen fraudulent casting.
All right, Dana, and speaking of those fraudulent ballots, are mail-in ballots actually able to be replicated? Are they fraud proof?
Mm-hmm. I brought this to show you because trying to create a ballot, and especially if you're talking about a lot of ballots to try to make a difference in an election, you would have to very, very early in the elections process be able to duplicate, if you can see here, duplicate a ballot by mail, a paper ballot, infiltrate the system, and then get this mailed out to voters. But here's what you would have to duplicate. If you can see this timing chain along the side of this ballot, that timing chain would have to be forged in a way that was not detected, and there are 700 distinct chains on those ballots throughout Travis County. So it's complicated, it's decentralized, and it's very, very difficult to replicate on any kind of a widespread range. In other words, I don't think so. And I've never seen it done, and we've been through many, many different kinds of balloting systems.
All right, Dana, thank you so much for just taking time with us. Very great insight for us this afternoon. Have a good day.
You have a good day too. Thank you for voting.